Monday's Talking Reds. I'm Craig Hannan. I'm joined with Andy Heaton on the Monday after Liverpool get a draw away to Arsenal. We're going to only talk briefly on the match because obviously we've done the post-match pint, which you'll find on our YouTube channel. We've got loads of podcasts coming out today looking at the match, so we'll just briefly look. I know you were at it. We were both at the game. It felt like I listened to the post-match show and there was a bit of debate around whether it's a good result, whether it's a bad draw, whether the fact that City are so good at the moment means that's 2 points dropped for Liverpool, whether because it's Arsenal away and a resurgent Arsenal that means that it's a good point away. How did you feel coming out of the ground, and B, how do you feel now?
So I was fine. Actually, I was all right coming out of the ground because first half we saw each other. We were a little bit disappointed with the performance. First half, I think you could say Arsenal probably deserved to be in front, and then second half was a bit different. We get the 1-0, which we go up, and then Lacazette scores, which is in fairness a great goal. It's a great finish. And you know what? It's just, I think I'm not going to let Man City take the enjoyment out of football for me. I made the decision. I'm not going to do it. Any point on the road is a decent point because you're 1 point better off than the start of the day, and any point at the Emirates is a good point. I mean, if you flip this on its head a little bit, if Arsenal get a draw at Anfield, they're made up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And they're a good side. Look at the run they're on. I think they're unbeaten in 11 or 12, and they won about 10 on the 20.
Unbeaten in 12, and they scored 10. Yeah, they won 10. They obviously drew against Palace, wasn't it? And now against us. I'm going to ask Sam's an Arsenal fan. Sam, are you happy as an Arsenal fan with the result? He is. So I think that's a measure of both sides. I think that's a measure of the fact that Arsenal are resurgent under their new manager. They're looking good. You're playing with Aubameyang and Lacazette up there. I think I was row 4, so it's quite difficult. You're very low. You're almost in line with the pitch. So it was kind of difficult to work out at stages whether we were the better team, whether Arsenal was, whether 5 minutes you're thinking, we can get at these, and then 10 minutes later it's Arsenal, the team most likely to score. And I think, we're unlucky with the disallowed goal.
We were in patches, weren't we?
Yeah.
They had more of the ball, but it looked like if the chances were going to come, it was us.
Yeah.
They seemed to come out of nothing, but they were creating. I mean, Virgil van Dijk said himself, he could have had that trick himself.
Well, Virgil van Dijk, I think we maybe could just do the whole show on Virgil van Dijk. He probably is the best defender I've ever seen play for Liverpool in terms of complete defender. Look, there's been centre-backs that have achieved more. Obviously, there were centre-backs before that played for Liverpool before I was born. Your Hansons, your Lawrensons that people talk about as being up there as Liverpool's greatest. So I can't talk about them. I can only talk about the centre-backs I've seen play for Liverpool. And I just thought he was just unbelievable at the weekend. I think in everything, you watched him shouting, talking to everyone, the line he kept. And look, he could have had a couple of goals. I know Jurgen Klopp joked in the post-match press conference that Jurgen Klopp was a centre-back and he'd have scored all 3. I think that's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but I'm sure he would be disappointed that he didn't get the goal. But at the back, he was just imperious, and we weren't far off getting that 1-0, and Virgil van Dijk would have been a lot to do with that. And I think, Milner gets that goal. It kind of felt as if it kind of come out of nothing. It's just a weird. I'm happy with the result. I think you're right. I can't be arsed every single week of this season us getting a win and going, well, it's not good enough because City have won, or City are 2 points ahead of us, and we're now chasing City. I've seen loads of people saying that. Well, it's a long season. We got 5. I've got our next 5 games here: Fulham at home, Watford away, Everton at home, Burnley away, Bournemouth away. Christian Walsh has wrote a good piece in the Echo about how the next 5 weeks is an opportunity for Liverpool to sort of for us to wrestle back the initiative in this title race. I think it's 2 points behind.
I just think so much about what's good about this Liverpool side on the pitch and in the stand. It's fueled by energy, positive energy.
Yeah.
And I just think if you just obsess yourselves too much about what other teams are doing, kind of gets away from it. Look, we were on the train home together. There wasn't anyone really. There was a good vibe on the train back.
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
which is strange because you get back and then everyone's kind of like.
Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, definitely wasn't a deflated feeling. I don't think. I think you're right. I just don't want every single week or every day on these videos and podcasts to be saying, oh well, it was a good win, but City have won. I can't be bothered with that. Let's enjoy this season. Let's get to March, and be amongst it. Let's go far in the Champions League. because this Liverpool team, it feels like, well, this is the best start I can remember watching Liverpool team, and it feels like there's so much positive about it, and there's still things to work on, there's still players to improve, but there's a long way to go in the season, and you know, this City team will slip up. You know, they've got their next in their next 5 games they play Chelsea and United, so Chelsea look good as well. United, you know, they won, which is good for them. So you know, maybe a couple of them can do us a favour. Just before we go on to the next bit, here is an insert from our partners at OneFootball app.
Okay, so the Anfield app has given OneFootball, an app you can get from the App Store, a shout today. The reason being is that I use that app. I haven't downloaded every football app in the world, but I have downloaded this one. It works really well. It's got information about all the teams, all the leagues. You can pick what information you want, and you will get that as a push notification. You can follow live matches in terms of getting notifications of goals, of big incidents, of half-time, full-time, that kind of thing. It's got transfer rumours on there as well, which we know at the Anfield app are always really popular. So there's everything on there that you'd need really, and if you go on there as well, on the App Store, you'll see that over 32,000 people have rated this app, and they've rated it so far 4.8 out of 5. Now I'm always keeping an eye on how the Anfield app's done, but that is some going on the App Store, so well done to them. And that is why we are endorsing OneFootball.
Nice one to Robo from that. The Champions League squad for tomorrow night's been announced. No Shaqiri. Now,
hips don't fly.
Oh, Shaqiri. Basically, it's all. Oh God, that was. I don't know if I can let him away with that. It's so bad. Basically, they're worried that he'd be a target for Red Star fans. It's obviously a hostile environment, and more so for someone that's born in Kosovo and whose independence isn't recognised by the Serbian government.
He had previous as well, didn't he?
Well, the celebration in the World Cup and all of that, and I think it's a one where I can't work out what I'm trying to work out what the whether we're right to do what we have or whether we aren't, because you know, it feels like, you know, because of someone's background or beliefs or religion or the country that they've come from, the fact that they can't go and play a football match.
I think it's just an unnecessary distraction. Now, you know, if it was and this is no disrespect to the opposition, but I get the sense if this was like, I don't know, Belgrade were of the standard, maybe PSG or something like that, I think then maybe you do take him. Yeah. And I think that they've thought about it carefully, and I think the manager's right. He just said he doesn't want to distract away from the fixture. Yeah. And look, I mean, I know there's a bit of a debate, I know it's a discussion maybe away from here, but it just seems to be a lot of conversation in the news lately. I mean, James McLean, his stance on one thing and the other, and you know, we saw what happened to him at the weekend when he was coming off the pitch, and you know, if you can avoid it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think freedom of expression one thing and the other, but I think in this case,
well, Mkhitaryan didn't travel to Azerbaijan because of similar reasons. Arsenal didn't take him in the Europa League game. It just feels like a bit of a shame in this day and age, 2018, that you can't take a footballer because of his particular beliefs or his background or whatever. But Klopp said, we have heard and read the speculation, talk about the kind of reception that Shaq would receive. And although we have no idea what would happen, we want to go there and be focused 100% in football and not have to worry about anything else. That's all. So yeah, maybe it is the right decision to make. It's just a bit of an annoying one that we're going to be missing him. But then I think you probably do see him play or start against Fulham.
One door shut though, another one opens.
Yeah.
Naby's travelled.
Naby's travelled. Dejan Lovren's back in. Probably too soon to see them start, you would think. He hasn't played very much football in the last, two and a half weeks, since the Napoli game actually, so longer. James Milner gets the goal at the weekend. Garth Crooks puts him in his BBC Team of the Week, along with Virgil van Dijk. I love Garth Crooks' Team of the Week. It's always absolutely mad. And to be fair, like, I think both of these are okay. I'm okay that they're both in. But he's come out and he said, Milner has taken the early lead for my Footballer of the Year. I must say that Hazard is a close second, but the way Milner is leading Liverpool through some very tricky games is very impressive. James Milner, Footballer of the Year.
Stranger things have happened.
I don't know. I don't like. I'll be look. I'm as biased as they come with Liverpool, but I still reckon James Milner's probably not going to win.
Does it go to a public vote?
I don't know.
I love the way I love like whenever it
on
goes to a
votes,
public vote ever.
If basically any vote that Liverpool or Salah are in, or Arsenal love it as well. They love a vote, don't they?
No fair play to him.
Tony Cascarino, his column in the Times today, he reckons that Bobby Firmino needs a rest. He thinks that that's the reason behind his dip in form. He said, Firmino looks to me like he needs a rest, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Jurgen Klopp leave him out of one of the next few games. He's obviously only got 1 goal in the last 9 games, Andy. Are you worried? And if so, do you think it is fatigue? Because obviously he was at the World Cup. He doesn't play that much, but then he doesn't get as much time off as he should have. He's straight back in. I think he's played more than any other player in the league since the first game of last season. So he's played 69 games since the start of last season. Like that's a lot, and considering his style, he's all action. He very much is the sort of the cog in this machine. Do you think that's the reason behind his sort of dip in form? Or are you worried by it?
Not particularly. I just think it's one of those things. The coaching staff will know the numbers. They'll be measuring everything in training. If it is fatigue, they'll get ahead of it. And it is something that Liverpool are very proactive with, resting and protecting players. I think on that score, if you look at it, the amount of injuries related to fatigue, related to the injuries, so to speak, it's improved immeasurably. Maybe it's just a bit of lack of form, but it's the same old. You always take the risk if you leave them out, and then he's got to score at some point. You get the sense with the likes of Firmino, if he gets 1, he'll get 2, he'll get 3, he'll get 4. So maybe it's just a chance to give him, especially against Belgrade, give him an opportunity to maybe get a couple under his belt.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, I mean, I know the goal got ruled for offside, but he very nearly got on the score sheet.
Yeah, hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm worried about it. I think the next 5 games we've got games against, like I've just said, we've got games against teams that when he steps onto the pitch, he'll be looking at them and think I can get a few.
Do you not think it's got as much to do with the fact that we haven't really been as fluid up front?
Yeah, and do you know what as well? Like his pressing seems to have dropped off a little bit. Like I noticed that at the weekend where. It used to be when they had the ball, and I don't know whether this is a tactical shift from Jurgen Klopp this season, whether he's decided that we're not going to press as much at this stage of the season, just keep picking up the points, and then that sort of last 5 months in the run-in, then we're going to be fresh. I can't work out if that's the reason, whether it is tactical, whether it's fatigue, but it definitely has seemed to drop off. But like you say, looking at the fixtures, Fulham, Watford, Everton, Burnley and Bournemouth, you obviously got the Champions League games in there as well. Like, he'll fancy himself in those games, and Fulham especially, who look absolutely dire, and then you've got players like Daniel Sturridge and Shaqiri who are absolutely dying to get on that pitch. So we'll see over the next 5 games or so. But honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if at the end of that run we're all going, how brilliant's Roberto Firmino got? He's got 5 goals or whatever. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Loads coming up today on the Anfield Wrap. We've obviously got the post-match show and the post-match pint. So that's the podcast on Top Player and the free video that's on YouTube from Saturday night. If you want to go back and listen and watch them. We've got the Anfield Wrap free podcast, which will be out in the next couple of hours. I think they've just recorded it. We've also got the review as well coming out tonight. It's a more in-depth sort of analytical look at the game. We're recording Under the Lights, which is our Champions League preview show. Recording it tonight. I think it's out tonight or maybe tomorrow. Tonight? I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have a look for you and put it in the comments. But yeah, get on both the post-match show and the post-match post-match pint on YouTube as well, because they're both very lively, both from Motel, and I like that the different contributors give different opinions and sort of they look at the match in different ways. So yeah, get on both of those. And that's been today's Talking Reds.